One of my top reasons why City Skylines is still the best city builder is these little details. So we have a walking path here, and if we come in and draw another one right next to it, we have these gaps in between. Now, you might think, wait, this is like a glitch. It's not really connected all the way, but I love to use these little gaps for some good purposes, and I love to plant some trees in here, in these gaps. And that means, or that makes it actually look really legit. It makes it look like it was meant to be. Look at that. So you could technically, of course, place the tree a bit further left or right, but then it would be like on the concrete, which is not very realistic. So I love that it creates these little gaps. It might be a glitch. I'm not 100% sure. It's not a big glitch, I guess. It's just like a visual thing. But for me, I think this is so amazing because we can pretend this is meant to be and that it was man-made. It was made like this to leave some space for the trees. By the way, look at the detail on this chestnut tree. The chestnuts in here, the leaves, the structure. Wow. Okay, I got sidetracked. Sorry about that. So yeah, I love these little things in here, these details that make this still, in my opinion, the best city builder. And the next tip actually ties in with the first one about walkability. We do know it is crucial in city skylines to have a successful running city because traffic can be your biggest enemy. Now, what we would do usually is get a walking path going, maybe 2 walking paths, and connect 2 roads like this with walking paths. Now this is amazing. This works really great. And of course you can even do something like this. You scooch the paths closer together and we have these gaps again, what we just talked about, and plant the trees in here. But there is a much cooler way to do this actually. If we have the Plazas and Promenades DLC, we have these amazing pedestrian roads. And if we grab these and actually connect these 2 areas, it will look super amazing. Little tip right here, turn off the zoning squares, toggle zoning with the little button right here, turn that completely off, then draw your road. There we go. Now we see it did take out some zoning squares here, so you'll have to fix those again, but otherwise the pedestrian road now gets used. The cool thing is service vehicles can drive through them, and you can come in here with your favorite type of tree. Oh, let's use something different. Make that look even nicer just for that extra bit of variety, that extra bit of flair in your city. Now, walking paths are amazing, of course, but sometimes throw in a pedestrian road every once in a while if you have the Plazas and Promenades DLC, of course. Another thing that makes City Skylines so great is the fact that we can get even more variety in our city with a free update that came alongside the Airports DLC. We have the ability to change the vehicles that come out of service buildings. So usually you plop down a police station, you see the vehicles spawn in are all the same. You click this little icon once you selected the police station, drop down menu will open. You have the regular police car, the mobile command center, and the police supercar. Criminals have no chance. I love to go random simply because more variety, and variety is the spice of life. So your city will have a lot more variety, and that goes for all of the services. Of course, here's a fire station. Click on the fire station, open it up. The regular fire truck, it's cool, but we also have a large fire engine and the mini fire engine. So let's go with random once again. This is awesome. And there we go. We already have the mini fire engine coming out to the rescue, if they can ever manage to overtake the yellow car in front of them. But that's the point. You see, you get more variety in your city. And again, oh, wow. Really fast. That was a good overtaking. Variety is the spice of life. This is super epic. And in that same vein, another thing that makes City Skylines so great is what came with a free patch in 2022, the building variation selection. So let's plop down the sidewalk restaurant right here. And this building looks really cool on its own. But if we click on it, we have a drop down just with the service vehicles, and we can decide on a variation. This is my favorite, my personal favorite, but hey, you know, variety is the spice of life. Once again, Let's plop down another park from Hotels and Retreats, or that came with Hotels and Retreats DLC. We have this variation with these little souvenir stands, super cool. Then we have this with a big souvenir stand, amazing. And the first variation with 3 sort of medium souvenir stands. Now I like to use this one because it also looks like it's like a fan zone, fan merch from a sports stadium. That's what I like to use because it looks really cool, but I love this building variation. It is so cool. Again, for more variety in your city, great job on these variations for the buildings. Another thing I truly love in City Skylines is detailing. Now, you can go and grab one of your parks or your plazas, plop it down, and call it a day. This thing looks really cool. It is amazing. It's got tables, it's got benches, garbage cans, looking really good. But I do believe we can do better if we want to. Now, if we come over here, I have prepared a little area right here. And the best thing is, if you do it right, your citizens will actually use it as a pass-through, so it looks a bit more alive. Now, all I did was place a walking path and then used the tiles to cover it up a little bit, added some trash cans, some lights, some tables, a bit of color with the trees, and I do think this is truly amazing. Now, of course, this does take 5 to 10 minutes time, so you will have to decide if you actually want to put in the effort and do that, or if you just want to place one of the parks that are in the game, which is not a big problem. Sometimes I love to take my time and create these little areas that are super amazing and get used by the citizens. Another thing I love in City Skylines is the road variety. If we go in the roads tab, we have so many amazing roads. And again, it comes down to variety being the spice of life, especially in City Skylines. Now, I know a lot of these roads come with DLCs, like you wouldn't have the tram tracks if you don't have Snowfall DLC or mass transit for the monorail, I think it was. What is it called? The trolley bus wires, of course. But other than that, like, again, it's like we pay for stuff in life. Things cost money, so that's just how it is. And I just love the variety that comes for the roads. You can make your cities look really unique. Like, look at all of these roads. The regular one, the grass-lined road, grass-lined with trees, 4-lane road, public transportation roads, the industry roads. Everything looks so good, and that makes a city come alive. In my opinion, it is really great to have that variety, to not make cities boring. Like, you can use one type of road. I typically forget to use a lot of the roads, but I try to force myself to remember so that I have a bit of variety in my city, because why not, right? It looks really good, and it makes your cities, definitely makes your cities become more alive. Another thing I dearly love is how fitting everything is with your road layout in City Skylines. Like, look at this park, for instance. This fits perfectly between 2 roads, depending on how far you space them apart, of course, but the citizens will also use that to cross the gap in between the road, which is really cool. So you don't need to technically put down another pedestrian path, because your citizens will use this as a path. And then we have other parks that simply fit perfectly. Now, I did a little 10 by 10 grid, plop down the sidewalk restaurant. Let's go with my favorite variation right here. Grab your pedestrian path, fill out these gaps right here, and look at this. Now, this is really amazing. Again, we have these gaps. Now we can come in here. We can actually go with a tree that is already here on, or that comes with this park, the birch tree, or this restaurant. That is the birch tree, and put that in these gaps right here. So it looks as if it was meant to be. These gaps were in here simply for the trees. Yep. I love how everything comes together in City Skylines with all the available assets and props to plop down in your city. Super amazing. One thing I really love about City Skylines is the sheer amount of maps we can choose from. Like, there is so much. Look at this selection of maps. Obviously, they all come with content creator packs or with DLCs, and I know those cost money, but hey, what comes free in life, right? So we gotta pay for things if we want cool stuff. I don't think it's a big deal. The base game maps, you got Snowfall, everything is here with the little icon from the DLC, Plazas and Promenade, you got Park Life, Natural Disasters, Mass Transit, yada yada yada, all this amazing selection to choose from. This is really great. And if that's not enough, if you are on PC, you also have the Steam Workshop where you can browse for maps, you have sorting options, and the endless possibility. That is something I truly love about City Skylines, is the variety with what we can start a city, select a map, and just go wild with playing the game. I love that a lot. And once again, I have to mention it, I love all of the different forms of public transportation in the game. Now, once again, traffic is our biggest enemy in City Skylines, and the game gives us these great options to combat this, to have a successful, thriving city, specifically with walking, biking, of course, but also public transportation. And I just love how the variety is here. If we go to the transport tab, we have so many options: buses, trolley buses, we got trams, metros, trains, ships, planes. We got smaller ones like the monorail or the cable car. Monorail, I guess, is not too small. The cable car, everything looks really amazing once you put it together, and once your city starts to function properly and is big enough for the various forms of public transportation. You can see people going in and out of the metro station. Really, really amazing. We have a monorail, a bus hub right here, and all of these various forms of public transportation are what makes City Skylines come alive, truly come alive, in my opinion, for me. And it actually helps to combat the biggest enemy in City Skylines, which is the traffic. And one more thing I truly love is that we actually have more parks in the game than we are led on to believe. Now, of course, we have the Parks tab where we have all of the parks and the plazas, but with Park Life DLC, we also have the City Park, Amusement Park, Zoo, Nature Reserve, and whatever. So the thing is, once we have unlocked these assets, we can place them everywhere in the city. Now, if you didn't know that, obviously these will need to be inside a park area, but it says right here, or roadside. So let's just place a trampoline park roadside. Look at that. Yo, the animation is sick. Okay, that's kind of cool. But yeah, you get the idea. That is really cool. Once we've unlocked it, we can place everything everywhere. We have an amusement park. Should we build, I don't know, let's build the bumper cars, right? Boom. Place it roadside and it will be connected. It does not need a park area to function properly. And I just realized it's called Astro Bumpers. That is kind of cool. So yeah, for more variety, even more variety in your city than with the regular parks, once you have park areas unlocked and you've unlocked all of the assets in there, you can plop them down, you can place them roadside, that is, wherever you want. This is really amazing. I love to do that. It is great. It spices up certain areas. It's just more variety in parks. I love it. It's so great. And there we have them, folks, my 10 reasons why City Skylines is still the best city building game. Before we end things off, I want to give a quick but huge shout outs to all my YouTube members. Thank you so much for that support. I really, really appreciate it. Special shout outs go to Serhi the Guy, John Penn 1013, Call Chris Ross, Matty Valdez 12, Zexanal, J to the Gin 3952, and Jason Wild 4704. Thank you so much for going above and beyond. I really, really appreciate it. And now, if you want some chill city building, I highly recommend you check out our series of King's Peak here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and please stay safe out there. Bye-bye now.